All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Got Gordon open, completes it. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Third and 2, now Haskins.
Open man, here's Foster. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Check. Let's go.
They get it to him running left. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 60 outlaw. I'm coming for you. You mind? 5.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Switch up. Alpha. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo! Yo,
Here's Morgan. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 56. Let's make these babies cry all the way. 61. Matchbox. One cut.
From the gun, Morgan. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He finds his target, Fuller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Balaj. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Now Haskins to throw it. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, Haywood! Ready?
Morgan now, looking to throw on second down. He's going to fire. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on? With your scheme, maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 3rd and 2, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Watch safety creep. General West. Safety's creeping.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Brought down back at his own 5-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Set, ready? 10-2 soft.
Go, go, go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 40. Let's go.
To throw is Morgan. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike,
and now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Check the out, check the out, check the out.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Now.
Morgan, a final shot before break. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Go, go.
Now Morgan on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Second down, Haskins. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Chargers 10, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Morgan off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Morgan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Able to get this to Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick: make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown of the night. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get ready, get it.
Morgan now, operating from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run on first down. It's Logan. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Now Gordon on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, watch the slant. Kill. That's it.
On 1st down, it's Gordon, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, Echo. Don't get nervous.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Weapon.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
I got it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? AT Gator.
Mike, 56.
Watch Tyler, 64. Weak.
Check 26, check 26.
Hey, Orbit.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
Clear. Let's go.
To throw is Morgan. From the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here we go with Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
Tremendous play right there by Eli Apple, sealing the game with that interception for his team. I bet that'll make his mom, Annie, really happy.
Absolutely making Annie proud. He was born in Philadelphia, tough kid from the city of brotherly love, and a tough play there to seal it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Akers. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.